Student, so this lecture here, we're going to build something like this. This is going to be a login graphical user interface, or GUI, right? And then when I type in a certain username and password, if it's the wrong one, it's going to say invalid username or password. And if I type the real or the right information, it's going to say welcome. Now, it doesn't seem like much here, but this is going to give you some of the skills you need in order for you to build bigger things, right? And since this is a progressive course or a progressive couple of lectures, we're going to be growing these skills and making it better and better, right? We're going to be creating this form or this GUI in many different ways, so that way you guys can actually practice, right? So if you're not taking this at Coding Faculty, if you're taking it somewhere else, I know that at codingfaculty.com, that's my school, you guys can take the bigger courses that provide more information, more data, more stuff for you guys to learn, all right? Anyway, let's go ahead and start creating this. So my setup is pretty simple. I have a Python environment. If you don't know what that is, this is a virtual environment that I created. I don't need it right now because I'm not using anything that I need to download. I'm using a module called library called Kinter that is already included with this Python version that I'm using, which is 3.12, I believe. But anyway, so we're going to start really simple. Let me just take this off. So this module here, you just import it like this, right? And it's called Kinter. It's TK Inter, really. And we're going to import it as TK because we don't want to have to write this whole thing all the time we want to use it. So we want to import something else from it. I'm going to import the message bots, and this is going to give me the dialogue, right? So let me just open this up, and this is another program that I have somewhere else in another monitor, but this is the same thing that we're going to be building here. So when I click on here, this little message bots, it's this guy right here. That's what I'm importing, all right? But anyway, right now, my program doesn't have anything. I'm using another monitor, another piece of code for somewhere else to produce this. So we don't have anything yet on our side. So let's go ahead and create something so that way we can start seeing what's going on. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to create an instance of the main window, which we usually call it root, just like that. And then this root, in order for us to have something there that looks decent, we need to make it at least 300, maybe by 250 pixels. So that's what the geometry actually is. That's the size of the window. And then to keep this running, and so that way it's always open until we close it, we need to give it, put a main loop on it. And that's the way this module called Kinter works, right? This is the API of it, and that I'm showing you guys. And I have a course on Coding Faculty for the foundations of this module here. So that way, you learn how to build anything you want with this here, but you have to learn the foundation, the API. So if I run this now, you can see now that we have a window. So we are starting to create something. It's going to be really fun. This is really nice. And then we got to start putting what they call widgets inside this window. So widgets is anything but anything inside but the window, right? Even the window here, even other types of windows are called widgets, like frames. So this window is the root, and inside we're going to be putting widgets. So how do we do that? Well, let's go ahead and play around with that. So what I want to do, the first thing that I want to put in there is some type of username, like a label or some kind, right? So this is the top of the stuff here, the top of the window. The main loop needs to be all the way in the bottom. In the middle of this, we're going to put a label. So the label for username, just like that. And then we'll do label, and we'll just call it username, just like that, right? So now if I run this again, of course, I'm not going to get anything here because I need to use a layout manager. And we can use this with the same variable that we have here, because now we have an instance of this label right here in this variable. So now what I can do is I can use one of the layout manager is called pack. And when you do this, right? And since I'm already have an instance of this class label, I'm passing in the root, which is the window. And I can use this method called pack now, but this is now related to all this stuff. So now when I go like this, now you're going to see the label right in the middle here. Now, I want you guys to understand something here. Python is a general programming language, okay? Keep that in mind. Not only is it a general programming language, but this module here that we're using, this library called Kinter, is a library that can adapt to your operating system. So I'm using a Mac right here, but if, let's say for some reason, I go here and I change my appearance here in my computer to dark mode, you can see that everything changes, including this window here. Now, this might not happen if you're using Windows or Ubuntu. Just keep that in mind, okay? So this is just because there's a Mac, this happens. But in some of the other operating systems like Ubuntu or Windows, when you change to dark mode, you might just see only part of this window change to dark, okay? Keep that in mind. But anyway, so we have that label, and that's nice. Now let's go ahead and create the user entry, the input. So entry username, just like this. And now we do the same thing we did with the label. We make sure that we pack it. So we'll go like this and we'll pack it. And now if I rerun this, now you can see that I get some type of error. Let me rerun this again. Let's see. Let me see what error I'm getting here. Invalid syntax, geometry. Oh, of course. Yeah. There we go. Sorry about that. Let's go and do that. Now we have a label. That's looking nice, right? So let me take the dark mode off because I know some of you are just going to have this light bots here, and I want all of us to be on the same page, okay? So now that we have the username, let's go ahead and create the password as well. The password label and entry. So I'll just ignore this. Right now, it says label, username. I'm going to put label password, just like that. And this one here would be password as well. Perfect. I'm going to change this text here to password. And I'm going to change this to, oops. Okay. This one here to password as well. And let's also pack it, right? So let's go ahead and do this. And now we have, this is looking like this. Also keep in mind that if you're using a different operating system, your programs might look different, okay? It might not look exactly like mine. Just keep that in mind besides the dark mode, okay? So now that we have this part, we have the labels of the username and the password, then we have to use, create a button somehow. So let's go ahead and create a login button here. And let's do TK button. So this widget here, and then we'll pass the root to it. And then the text. So let's see that that's another option that we got here. And now what we can do with this widget in this library is that we have this option here called command. And with the command here, we could bind this to a function, okay? So let's just call this validate login, just like that. That's the name of the function that we are going to be creating in a minute, okay? So now let's go ahead and do that right now. And let's go ahead and create that. And I'm going to create this. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and create this all the way down up here, just like that. And let me just take this root down here. Let me see something here. Yeah, I'm going to put pass here just so that I don't get no errors for now. Yeah, I'm going to leave the root here. The geometry I can take all the way down. I don't need that with that. I can just leave it here. root, I need it on top because I need to use root for the usernames and for the entries here for this widgets, okay? Anyway, so now we have this validate function. What do we do here? Well, we can access whatever's in the input here with a method called get. So what I can do, I can say, well, in this guy right here in this input, because this is an input, this is an entry, I can access the get method. I can use the get method to get whatever is typed in there, just like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign that to a variable so that I can use it, right? Just like that. And now I'll do the same thing for the password. And I say, get me whatever's in there. Perfect. So now that I have that data in here, I can start using it to do some if statements, right? So I can use some if statements and I can say, well, if username is the same as whatever we type in there, which is going to be admin in this case, and I can use an operator here with Python. And this is something that is not explicit to Python. There are many other programming languages that actually use the AND operator. Some programming languages will use it with ampersand like this. All right, some will use it like this. Python, we can use it like this, AND. All right. So if the username and password pass the test, which is comparing it to the strings, then what we can do is, let me just put that here. Right here. Sorry about that. Sometimes I forget what language I'm actually writing this on. So let me see if it's expecting indented. Yeah, I know what you're expecting. I'll grab the message box, which is this guy right here, which is the little dialogue, the pop-up bots that we had in the beginning. And we have some methods that we can use: show error, show info, and show warning. I think show info, it's the right type of message bots that we want, because it doesn't show that, it's not an error here in this case. They're going to be able to log in, right? Well, at least they're going to believe this is just a make-believe login, right? Until we get more knowledge and we can start using databases, which is probably what I do, what we will do next. And those of you that don't want to wait and want to actually take a course that has database integrations, go to codingfaculty.com. I should have either on the Python for Beginners course, I should have databases, or I should have it on some type of to-do application or something in that website with Python, right? So login successful, that's the message we're going to get. And once the title, login successful, and then the message will be welcome. Now, if this is wrong, then we'll get the message bots and we'll show the error. So we use this method called error and we say login failed. And we'll say something like invalid username or password. We can't tell it which one it is, right? So we use or here. All right, let's see if this works. I think that's it for this. I might be forgetting something. Let's just run this. Oh, of course, I'm forgetting something, the button. I forgot to pack the button here. There are other types of layout managers out there besides pack. We have grid. There is also many different options that you can pass in here, okay? In the pack layout manager, you can pass in padding in the y-axis, which is vertically. So we can pass those, and I'm gonna pass some padding here to separate this, especially the label from the inputs. So I'm gonna pass that there, and the entry, I'm gonna pass also some padding in the vertical position, and I'm gonna make sure it's 5. So for the labels, I'll pass 10, and for the entries, I'll pass 5. So now you can see that when I rerun this, it looks like this, right? So that's nice. Let me see what else we got here. And the button here should have a padding of at least 12. And that's looking like that. I mean, it's up to you, however you want to do it. You know, I'm not giving you guys a bunch of lectures right now about this specific application library here, but because I have this introduction here to this module is about building this login and username functionality. But at least you have an idea now how this is done. For those of you that want to take it to the next level, the link for the course is in the description of this video. All right. That's it, guys. This is just the beginning. If you want to find out some more information, watch another of my videos, or find the link somewhere to go and take you to Coding Faculty or anywhere else that I got some courses. I'll see you guys on the following lectures. Take care. Or the next course.